Okay, so we're in September now, September 4th, I think. And I thought it'd be fun to do a little garden tour to show you what's going on. I have some summer stuff still in the garden, but I do have quite a bit of fall vegetables coming up, so let's take a look. Flowers still blooming. Dahlias, cosmos, zinnias, calendula, sweet peas. Okay, so let's go this way. I'm just going to tell you what's in here now. This was a garden bed of something else, but now I've got some turnips coming in here. They're doing great already. They popped up so fast. I had to already thin them out like crazy. I still have some celery in there. It's very slow. Parsley here that I come and cut for dinner sometimes. That's doing pretty good, pretty hearty. And the broccoli is pretty well done here. This is the summer broccoli. Joelle comes by and nibbles off of whatever's left. Sometimes she'll eat the leaves too. And then I have broccoli for fall here. This is all the new starts for broccoli. This used to all be lettuce, but I'm putting in some broccoli. There are some lettuce seedlings popping up in here. Kind of hard to see. This lettuce is pretty much done here. I'm going to put some red leaf lettuce in here. Give all of this to the chickens. This lettuce is still good. It's just kind of hot, so it's not happy right now. That's a lettuce blend right there that's coming up for fall. Doing really well. It's just a blend of, I think, 3 different types of lettuce. And then my Brussels sprouts from summer. They are extremely slow, but they're on there. Probably come up in the fall. And my squash is still coming on. This is yellow squash. I have a big one there. I'll probably give to the chickens. More squash. And an acorn squash hidden in here. I have the early corn that's all done. I'm just leaving it on to dry for kind of a fall decor. Probably put some stalks in front of the door. But 2 other corn that are still on here that I'm coming and taking off for dinner. And coming around here, one hidden bell pepper that didn't fit with the others in the corner. My cantaloupe. It was put in there pretty late in the summer, so actually there aren't any melons on that I know of, but it's still blooming. Not really sure. Oh wait, just a second. There's a cantaloupe. So cantaloupe, got one. I don't know how that's going to do because I think it's a little late. I don't know how it does in the fall. But I also have planted on this side, the south side of our garden here, some sugar daddy peas to grow up by this fence. There's some mixed sunflowers in there for fall. And then I also have here some beets. So those are 2 different kinds of beets, and along with the sugar daddies on the wall. This perimeter here wrapping around. This is I believe it's a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Just one so far. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping we'd have more than that. This is another pumpkin, but it's a smaller variety, so there's the one. So we have 2 pumpkins. Doesn't look like any more, so that didn't do as well as I'd hoped for. Still here we have sugar daddies along the fence, and then this watermelon's going crazy. This whole thing is full of watermelon, and since I didn't want it to be growing everywhere, I decided to try to train it to grow up this fence. So we have here watermelon growing up the fence. Nice size here, and that one's looking really good. Lots of watermelon. And I also have some sunflowers that I put in there before the watermelon took over. Rhubarb in the corner there with some new starts I put in. This is the Dill Seeds I did a while back, just maybe a few weeks ago, popping up, as well as another watermelon. And again, this is another late one that I put in at the same time as the cantaloupe. So they are a little small, but this is a smaller variety, so they're not going to get very big. But it's still a little bit behind, which is okay. We'll kind of see how that goes. There's another one there. And then it wraps around to 2 more acorn squash. And this used to be a bed of radishes. And this acorn squash, both of these were actually from the compost. So we have a bunch of acorn squash in there. And I also planted here, I believe, another pumpkin. It's probably going to be a little late, but we'll see how it does. Just wanted to put stuff wherever I could. Okay, so looking back here, we have the first row. And this is all for fall. These came up really quickly. Royal Burgundy on this side, bush beans, and a Golden Rush bush beans on the other side. And then I did put some Sugar Daddy peas along the fence. I ripped out the old summer peas. They were all done. That grew really well here, so we'll see how those do. They're doing really good, except these bean bushes are falling over on them. They're bushes, but they are very tall right now, so I was kind of letting them just do their own thing. Okay, and then down here, the jalapenos are doing awesome. Tons of jalapenos. I've already done a jalapeno jelly. I could probably do more, but we were kind of hanging on to these to make salsa. Okay, and then I have this is just loaded with more bell peppers. The bell peppers, love it here. Nice big bell peppers all over. And little ones that are still growing. Okay, row 2. These are the summer Royal Burgundy bush beans that are still producing. Loaded, loaded. I've got to come and pick these. I'm just going to freeze them. I didn't can any. But it's just loaded. But this will be done really soon. Don't really see any new buds on here. Might be just a couple there. But. And then we have the cucumbers from the summer. Pickling cucumber and a sweet market more that are coming to an end, although there's still a lot of cucumbers on here that I've got to come and pick before they get too big. And just below them, I did have radishes in the summer, but this time around I did plant, I believe, more beets in here. And then the fall cucumbers I put just below the summer ones, kind of see how that goes. We'll see if I can pull these out and have the new ones grow. And then coming around, tomatoes. So I have this is just loaded with yellow pear tomatoes. They are a beautiful color. Joelle comes by and snatches as many as she can, but go ahead because this is loaded. And then we come here, we have the beefsteak tomatoes that are turning red, nice and ripe. So these are doing well. We have the Black Prince tomato on this one. We've picked a few already. They're very, very good, nice and thick, solid tomato. Does really well for a salad. Good flavor. And then on the other side, Aroma Tomatoes here. Nice and big Aroma Tomatoes. And more Aromas, and that's the variety there. So if we come back this way, this other squash that's taking over the garden is the Butternut Squash. Look at the size of that. I'm thinking I should probably pick it and let it finish its ripening job on the counter, because I think this is ready. It's going to be good in soups. Joelle loves it. So that's a good one to have for her too. And you can see it started here and just took over. So kind of glad I had it in the back. So that's row 4. I have the collards here that the bugs ate early on, but I really planted these just for the chickens to have their greens, so I come and pluck these off and give it to the chickens. And really the bugs that got on these haven't really touched anything else, luckily. We did dust them early on, but I think the bugs came back. That's okay. As you can see, there's just so many of these guys everywhere, which is fine. Those are going to be delicious for fall soups. Carrots. This did have all full of beets, but now I've put some carrots in there for fall, as well as cauliflower. So there's some cauliflower starts coming up. Those didn't come up very well. I think it was just a little too hot for them. You can see these aren't happy here. I should have put them in a cooler spot, but right now we don't really have a cooler spot, so that's what's going on. Okay, so there you have it. The fall, well, September, not quite fall, but we're getting into fall, so things are transitioning, but we still have some summer veggies. Thanks for watching.